1, begin now.
Okay.
Hello everybody, this is General Snivy, and welcome to my new Let's Play. And I forgot to turn down my TV. So, sorry for the echo if there was. Oh my. That doesn't sound good. Anyway, welcome everybody to Let's Play Donkey Kong 64. This is going to be the new playthrough, and we'll be going about this game in a 100% playthrough, or technically speaking, a 101% playthrough. So that is what I'm going for today, and anyway, this particular game right here is definitely a favorite of mine. Not sure how far my list this game is, but it's definitely somewhere within the top 10. That's for sure. I have some really strong connections to this game, and it's truly one of my biggest childhood memories, that is for sure. And if you couldn't tell, something seemed a little off when it comes to the game. Well, that's because I'm playing this game on the Wii U's Virtual Console. And the reason why I'm playing that version today is just for a convenience factor, really. And also, the Virtual Console version of this game is considered the definitive version of Donkey Kong 64 because the original game was plagued with a lot of frame rate drops and slowdown throughout. There was also some other exploits that are only exploitable within the original version of the game as well. Also forgotten to mention this, but this is the game without walls. And it's known as that within the speedrunning community for a reason. And that reason is just due to the fact that it's so easily... no. It's very easy to glitch through the walls of the game and just go straight through. And it's almost as easy as breathing. It's literally that easy for a speedrunner anyway. Of course, for casual players like me, it may require some effort. So anyway, I am playing this on the classic controller, the OG classic controller. And since I purchased this game on the Wii U Virtual Console, I have not played this at all. I haven't even started my playthrough up to this point. I've only, the only thing I've done was just load it into the main menu, and that was about it. And I also wanted to see if the DK rap still had the word hell within the lyrics of the song for the Virtual Console release, because from what I hear, rumor has it that I think version 1.2 of DK64 has the word hell changed to heck or something. Something along those lines. But anyway, I'm glad that was not changed for the VC release. Otherwise, I probably would have just stuck with the original N64 one. Anyway, let's get started. When you first start up the game, you will have 3 empty save files, and you also have an option to erase a game file if you so desire. But really, since we have no files active, the erase game option won't really work so well. See what I mean? It literally does not work. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and start game number 1 and begin our adventure. Let's do this. Another thing I really like about the Virtual Console version of this game over the original N64 release is not only the higher native resolution, but you also don't need the expansion pack. The game is a lot more accessible now, and it also runs a lot smoother, and I think the load times have also been reduced quite significantly. Well, granted, the load times were very, very short to begin with. Now they're even shorter. Practically instantaneous. Just saying. And here it is, folks. Our main hub, aka DK Island. Which, oddly enough, is in the shape of Donkey Kong's head. Why? I have no idea. Another thing about this game too is that it is incredibly infamous among the speedrunning community, not only because of the aforementioned being able to go through walls easily, but there are also a ton of glitches within the game, and I think they're still present even with the Virtual Console re-release. It's just a lot smoother now. So some exploits, such as creating in-game lag, is just no longer possible. What, are they going around in a circle or something? Poor Gremlin.
No problem. Everything's fine.
Oh man, something's happening. Damn. Okay, what? That's not how boats work. If they crash into a rock or any sort of obstacle like that, they sink. Maybe not necessarily like rocks, but even so. Even steel ships sink if they happen to hit an obstacle such as a rock or even an iceberg. Just saying.
I want you to do everything in your power to keep Donkey Kong distracted. Steal that horde of golden bananas he treasures so much, and take care of his pathetic friends. This time there can be no mistakes.
Oh, Your Excellency, we've already taken care of business.
I hope for your sake you're right this time.
No.
While you'll be busy looking for your precious golden bananas, flea-bitten friends, I'll be preparing my lizard-flavored surprise.
A little late, don't you think? With the evil laugh. Whatever. Just a minor oddity, but even so. DK, TK, don't come quickly! They're all gone! They're all gone! What are all gone? The banana horde? Not again. Anyway, and so our adventure begins now, officially. In this game, we play as Donkey Kong, and later on we'll be able to play as some other characters as well. But we kind of have to rescue them first, because it seems that they kind of got themselves into trouble. How? Well, I guess during the DK rap music video that the Kong DK crew were trying to make or something, just because it's fun. Most of the Kongs have gotten kidnapped. The only exceptions are Donkey Kong himself and Cranky Kong. Why? Maybe they managed to escape while the other Kongs, unfortunately, were not so lucky. Your guess is as good as mine. Your precious banana horde and all the other Kongs have vanished. I can't find them anywhere. DK, you better go and tell Cranky the bad news. Anyway, fun fact about this is... how do I... Oh, right. Oh. Okay, so... Since this is an N64 Virtual Console game, the Z trigger is the actual ZL. That's how it was within the original N64 release, but since I'm playing this on Virtual Console, this is going to be even more awkward. I could play this on the gamepad as well, and I'm considering it. Anyway, transitioning to the control schemes of the classic controller, the A button for the N64, of course, is the A button, B is B, Z is ZL, L is L, R is R, that resets the camera, and C up is the right analog stick, just push the right analog stick up, right analog stick left or right, rotates the camera in that direction. C down is right analog stick down, and that adjusts the camera angle between 3 different distances preset. And that's basically the basic controls. if you want to reset the camera relatively quickly, just push R. And it'll reset right behind Donkey Kong. Another fun fact I feel like throwing out there is that with the original version of this game, this entire section here, I think ran at maybe 24 frames per second. But here it runs at a silky smooth 30. And that's basically this game's frame rate. It runs at, I think, 30 frames per second. Then again, maybe it runs at 60. Not too sure. Well, if it isn't my lazy code for nothing, son. Lost your going bananas again, and where might your flea-bitten friends be? You don't know, do you? I'd have thought you would have been able to smell a work of reptile by now. Luckily for you, old Cranky's batch of homemade potions will give you all the skills you need for your silly 3D quest. But you're not having any until you completed my training barrels. Now buzz off and come back when you've done them all. Training barrels? Like I really needed any sort of training. What did Cranky mean about training? Donkey all confused. It's honestly not that confusing. But even so, as much as people hate the training barrels, they've got to get done. And I do believe even speedrunners have to complete the training barrels too. Alright, let's begin our training. First step is swimming. What? Press Z to dive underwater. Then press and hold A or B to swim at different speeds. Pressing Z will act as a water break to slow you down. Prove yourself by collecting the coin at the bottom. What? Okay, sounds easy enough. Swimming controls in many early 3D platformers, even for something like DK64, kind of leaves a lot to be desired. But even so, it's not that bad. It could have been much worse. Thankfully, this game isn't like that at all. Pick up the oranges and hold Z. Then press C right to throw them. Just throw 5 oranges and you'll be done in here. Okay, sounds good to me. Funny enough, if you go into first person mode, you'll be able to throw oranges faster than you could without going into first person. In other words, third person. And the reason for that is just because when you're in third person, there's an animation that DK has to perform in order to throw the orange in the first place. And going into first person mode just bypasses that animation altogether. It goes doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's the whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Know what I mean, folks? Alright, time for training regimen number 3. Press B to pick up a barrel. Press B again to throw it. Pick up and throw 5 barrels to move on. Sounds easy enough. Again, the barrels can be thrown anywhere and can easily be picked up and thrown, and destroy 5 of them. Task is complete. I think how speedrunners do that particular mission is pick up the barrel and throw it at the tree like as fast as humanly possible. So that way they can get through the training regimen in a very quick amount of time. Press A to leap from one vine to another, and R when holding a vine to face the other way. Press Z to drop from a vine. Now go and collect the coin at the end of the vine. Sprack! Again, very easy task. Very simple to do. Just hop onto a vine, wait till it reaches its furthest point, and push the A button to swing forward. Simple as that. And if anything, you can essentially develop a rhythm when swinging, and you'll be able to swing across the vines really quickly. Okay, I couldn't quite read that in time. Oh well. One thing I've kind of always wondered is, why is it that the introduction cutscene has full-fledged voice acting, while the rest of the game is just purely text? And I'll get into that in a moment. I have a theory, but I don't know if this theory is true or not. You took your time. Donkey, Jungle Russ it in and just drink the damn potion. Our first potion is Simian Slam. Right. You and your missing buddies will be able to slam the ground by pressing A, the jump, and then Z whilst in the air. It should get you out of this area. Oh, one more thing. I've got a real treat for you, but only if you bring me 15 banana medals. I think they look like this. I'll see you later if you're lucky. Really, you have no faith in Donkey Kong whatsoever. That's lame. Anyway, another little quirk with Donkey Kong. He's the only Kong in the entire DK crew who can roll around at the speed of sound. You do this by getting a running start, pushing Z, and then pushing B in sequence. Anyway, let's try out this new slam move. Banana Slam. He's back! DK, King K. Rool's island is just over there. He must be the one who stole your bananas and kidnapped the other Kongs. I've taken a quick look around, but the only area that hasn't been blocked off is that island with a cave on it over there. What? What a strange island. It was attached to King K. Rool's ship, so that kind of makes sense, but why such an island? It's so weird. Find a similar numbered pad in the same area and press Z to banana port between the two. By the way, when reading dialogue between characters in the game, you can push and hold Z to slow down the dialogue, or push and hold the A button to speed on through it. Some instances, you can even push B to cancel the dialogue boxes entirely. So I figured I'd throw that out there. There we go. Who are you? Boo-hoo-hoo. Oh, hi. My name is Clumsy. K-Lumsy. I've been locked in here because I wouldn't smash some little island. How could I? Such a lovely little island full of cute monkeys. So I said no. King Rool said I'm too soft to be a Kremling, and I'm just staying here until I've toughened up. I'll do anything to get out of here. Hey, little monkey, perhaps you can help poor old K-Lumsy escape. Oh, go on, I'll be your bestest friend. Yes, Donkey will help K-Lumsy. Oh, look at that, we made a new friend. Oddly enough, the only Kremling who is considered a friend. Oh, nice. Ooh, oh, K-Lumsy's so happy now, but K. Rool has taken the keys to this cage and given them to the biggest and most feared soldiers in his army. If you manage to get hold of any keys, please bring them back here to open my locks. Don't tell King Rool, though. This has to be our little secret. Of course. I am a monkey after all, and monkeys hate crocodiles. So, it's not like I'm gonna go and tell King K. Rool that, hey, we're hatching a scheme to stop you. And this is how we're going to do it. That's just stupid and dumb. Hello there, little beaver. Die. Whenever you kill an enemy in this game, they will drop pieces of watermelon. Your watermelon acts as your health, and each watermelon consists of 4 hits. Depending on the enemy, they typically take 1 piece of health away. However, there are some things that can take out even more. So that's something to keep in mind. However, at this point in the game, we don't need to worry about that whatsoever. The only thing we have to worry about is just simply navigating through the world and just completing our quest. There are several things that we can do on this island, but really, at this point, there's not much we can do at the very moment. We can go and explore, and honestly, that's not a bad idea. Just so you can get an idea of your surroundings, and maybe even activate a few pads along the way, too. Banana warp pads, to be exact. I think at this... Dang it. Well, that could have most certainly gone better. Another thing worth pointing out too is that after a certain period of time passes, the enemies will respawn. After the enemy respawns, you can kill them again and gain some additional health if you need it. So, dying isn't really much of an issue in this game. It's rarely even a problem. Oh my god, seriously? Again with that crap? I guess that's another thing with this game, is that sometimes the hit detection when it comes to the vines can be a bit wonky. You practically have to be dead center in order to grab the vines. So that's kind of a fun time. And you may be wondering, why am I heading over here? I'm pretty sure, yep, there is another warp pad we can use. Gotta love it how the camera gets stuck sometimes. I think there's a way I can readjust the camera to make it so it's a little easier to work with. Anyway, the pause menu, what does this even do? Well, if you go here, you can view all the information that you'll need to know about your current location, the amount of items that you're carrying, and you kind of have to use this menu anyway in order to save your game. Since this game does not have autosave, you have to save the game manually, I think. Then again, I think there is autosave. Now that I think about it, I think there is. Like every time you collect a golden banana, the game saves automatically. So you don't need to worry about losing progress after collecting so many golden bananas. And there are additional submenus that you can navigate through if you so desire to view additional totals and additional information if necessary. Push R or even Z to navigate through just like this. R navigates through the submenu to the right, Z navigates to the submenu to the left. If you want to return to the game, just simply push start, or in this case it's going to be plus, and there you go. That's how you return to the game and keep playing. Over here, you dumb ape! I'm the mighty bee locker, and don't think for 1 minute you're coming in without showing me some of your stupid golden bananas. If I disobey that final K rule, it's the big sawmill in the sky for me, so pay up pronto, and I can get my wooden butt out of here. Funny enough, many speedrunners can actually bypass that guy in several instances. This may be one of those little instances, though I can't say if that's absolutely true for sure. Like if you do like a melee attack and stretch your arms out far enough to reach the loading zone, you can bypass B locker and enter the level without having to pay up. Granted, it is a bit frame perfect. It's a frame perfect trick and it's a bit tricky to nail down, but once you do, man, you're going to be in business. If you're a speedrunner. But for casual players like me, and also completionists out there, just pay up the bananas and you'll be able to enter just fine. Also, let's see what's behind door number 1. Don't be afraid, young ones. It's only me, Wrinkly Kong. My body may have passed away since DKC3, but I'm here in spirit to help you defeat those naughty crocodiles. I can use my supernatural powers to reveal to you and your friends where that Rogue K. Rool has hidden some of your precious golden bananas. You can come and see me whenever you see my face. Don't be shy now, dearies. Anyway, if you want to figure out where the golden bananas are in the level, she'll give you hints on where they are possibly located. I think she can give you up to 3 hints, and after you complete those tasks based on those hints, then she'll give you information on the remaining golden bananas for the level, at least for that particular Kong. And I'll get into that momentarily. But rest assured, the thing you should know is that the face only appears if that particular Kong is selectable. In this case, Donkey Kong's door is yellow, and the other doors are for the other Kongs, and I'll get into those as we go about the game. I wonder, I think the amount of time it takes for an enemy to respawn is about 1 minute. Come on, I haven't got all day. Show me the bananas and I'm out of this dump. Don't worry, you don't need to actually pull out the bananas out of your butt. Instead, you just talk to him when you have the correct amount or more, and afterwards he'll just be on his merry way, disappear, and we can now access the first level. Let's begin.
Let's see how that fool Donkey Kong is progressing, shall we?
Oh my.
That's right, my scaly friend. The ape hasn't even got his first banana yet. What? How did he do that? I call hacks. Very good, Donkey, but you'll need more than brute strength to stop me this time.
Funny enough, this is very, very true. We're also going to need brains and bronze and friendship to conquer all. DK, gather as many bananas as you can before going through one of these portals. And one of those portals is that. Collect 75 or more bananas, DK, and you'll earn a banana medal. Ooh. Anyway, whenever you enter a level, there are, technically speaking, 100 bananas for each and every Kong hidden throughout the entire level. You technically only need 75 bananas in order to, quote-unquote, complete the level with that particular Kong. And that is because after being awarded 75 bananas in any order which you see fit, you get a banana medal for that Kong. After you collect all 100 bananas, then nothing else happens. You just get a little fanfare. That's it. And then it's on to the next Kong. For this playthrough, I'm not going to worry so much about collecting every single banana. I'm just going to be doing the bare minimum to get all the banana medals, because all 100 bananas for each and every Kong in every level does not count towards the 100% completion. What does count for the 100% completion, though, are the golden bananas and also the banana medals. Within each and every level, excluding the hub, there are 5 banana medals. Each Kong can only get 1 banana medal, and within each and every single level, there are 5 bananas in which each Kong can collect. Even if you see another banana out in the field, if it's transparent, then that particular Kong cannot collect it. So you kind of have to figure out which Kong can collect that banana Most of the time, the transparent bananas are hidden behind a locked door or something. And so that Kong cannot collect that banana, even if they wanted to, and even if they glitch through the level and stuff like that. It's a bit of a failsafe that's in place, so people can't cheese the game super easily. So anyway, let's begin this level. First thing we have to do, swing on these vines, hit this switch, and boom, the gate is open. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about doing a ground pound on this particular switch, and that switch is the only one in the entire game that has that behavior. All the other switches you do have to do the ground pound on. Why is it that this switch is so special remains to really be discovered. Oh yeah, getting back to what I was saying earlier about the... Oh, hello. We have another collectible. Those are coins. The banana coins are very, very important. And the reason for that is because you need the coins in order to purchase new abilities, weaponry, and other things. You basically need coins to purchase everything in the game. Once again, going after all the coins for every character is not required for 100% completion. Hey DK, help! I wonder how you... Perhaps he can see that far down. Makes sense. K-Roll's minions hidden 25 golden bananas around this area, but you'll only be able to find 5 of them without the help of the other Kongs. Whack! So anyway, of course we're going to go and help our friend Diddy Kong out of this situation. Funny enough, we do need him throughout the entirety of our journey, and he is a member of the DK crew, despite his size. Come on, how can he not make us smile when he plays his tune? Seriously. Also, these controls. Assigning the right analog stick to the C buttons, it can be a bit tricky, because sometimes if you hit it in the wrong direction, then you're going to be hitting multiple C buttons. Not fun. Also, hello pad. Press Z to transport yourself to K-Rool's battle arena. Beat his goons to win a crown. And trust me, you will be needing to do this. Crowns do count towards the 100% completion goal, but if you're doing an 80% run, the bare minimum for crowns that you need to get, assuming that you're not glitching your way through the game that is 3 crowns. You need 3 crowns in order to beat the game. I will be going after them all though, so here we go. First battle arena is Beaver Brawl. Despite the name, despite what Squawk said, we don't necessarily have to defeat these guys. All we have to really do is survive the full time limit. And as we go through the game, battles are going to become harder and harder, and there are going to be additional enemies running around and about. And each enemy is going to be tougher and tougher as time goes on. And since the battle is won, we are awarded a crown. Just be sure to grab it and try not to fall off the arena. Because if you do, or if you die, then you'll be kicked out of the arena and you'll be forced to do it again. And restart from scratch. So, really, it's more about a battle of survival, if anything else. Just figured I'd throw that out there. Anyway, there was one other thing worth pointing out. I didn't mention this during my Sunday stream because I was just playing some Call of Duty World War II multiplayer that day since I completed Paper Mario the last week. Anyway, our newest follower is Kiva55. So, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay here on this channel. I'm sorry I didn't mention your name sooner. It's just, Sunday was Call of Duty game. Call of Duty live stream, and not very many people showed up anyway. And it's not like I upload those particular streams to YouTube anyway, just due to the nature of the streams themselves. Anyway, into the armory. Welcome to Funky Store. And Funky Store is an armory. Hey, been a long time, Donkey Dude. K. Rool's return is a real bummer. So the main monkey's here to fix you up with some reptile-kicking hardware. Check this out. I got this real cool shooter that'll trash K. Rool's army. And it's yours for just 3 coins. Are we talking a deal here? Yes, we are. Coconut shooter. Love it. Looking good, Donkey. Let me give you the lowdown to fetch out or put away your shooter. Press and hold Z, then press C left. Press B to fire. You can also press C up to use the aiming sight mode. And if you're firing blanks, I'm the monkey to see for ammunition. Zero doing right now, Donkey Dude. Afraid I gotta go work on my next big thing. And unlike Cranky's first potion where it applied for all Kongs, this one only applied to the single Kong who went to see him. So in this case, it's Donkey Kong. So as Funky said, he gave us a good old pack of hate. It's a gun. It's a coconut gun. It fires in spurts. Well, not really. It's semi-auto. It's technically semi-auto, but it can fire up to 3 spurt to a spurt of 3. So I guess the spurt part of the DK rap was not wrong, but it is a bit misleading. For the most part, it's semi-auto, but it can fire up to 3 coconuts in one single spurt or burst. And you can hold up to 50 coconuts at this point in the game. Later on, we'll be able to increase our ammo capacity even further, and maybe even be able to carry a new type of ammunition. We'll find out more about that later. Right now, let's grab this golden banana and see what we can do to free Diddy Kong. Yeah. You might need Funky's help to get me out of here. Funny enough, I've already went to see him, so that's kind of irrelevant. Anyway, what he means by needing Funky's help is we need the coconut blaster or coconut gun in order to just in order to hit the switches that are required to free Diddy Kong. There are 3 switches that appear throughout this particular section of the level, and we have to hit all 3 in order to free Diddy Kong from his cage. Once he's free, he'll give us a golden banana as a reward, and we'll be able to play as him. Also, with the power of the new coconut gun, we have additional firepower now. That was the wrong button. Also, the aim is very, very sensitive with the Virtual Console controls, so that's kind of lame. Oh well, we kind of have to roll with the punches. Simply put, this game is just not made for Virtual Console controls whatsoever. They're way too sensitive. They're more so made for analog control as opposed to digital control. Just saying. Also, with the coconut gun, we can now use it to pop these random balloons. And by the way, the balloons can only be fired by that particular Kong's weaponry. The yellow balloons, for example, can only be fired at by Donkey Kong, and the other colored balloons, even if we shoot them as Donkey Kong, they'll be transparent and will be unable to be shot at all. Even if your aim is dead perfect with aimbot-like accuracy, you still will not be able to shoot them. Unless you have the right Kong for the job. What? There we go. that particular switch can only be fired at by standing on that particular location there, because if you try to hit it from across the lake here, the coconut will disappear. Let me show you what I mean. Since there's a thing called draw distance, even if you fire from here, the coconut just simply disappears after a certain amount of range. And the reason for that is unknown. It really doesn't make any sort of sense. Granted, if it had a bullet drop-off, then it would make more sense. But again, I guess they just want to keep things simple and make it fire straight, as if this was a freaking Call of Duty game. Call of Donkey Kong. Coconut Warfare. There we go. Only one switch remaining. Anyway, one thing worth mentioning is throughout the levels, we'll be able to find ammunition crates. If you're running low on ammo, or if you use some, don't be afraid to pick them up. Doing so will restore, I think, 5 shots per ammo box that you pick up. Yippee! Way to go, DK! Now that I'm free, I can help you by collecting red bananas. I'll just go and wait in the tag barrel until you need me. Great, thanks, little man. Glad to see that you're free to go. So with that, Diddy Kong is free, and the golden banana now sits behind him, and it's our reward for rescuing him. What's more is that Diddy Kong is now fully playable. If we want to play as him and start collecting some red bananas, all we have to do is return to the tag barrel and select him. Let's grab this banana first, though. Oh yeah. After collecting this particular golden banana, the cage door opens. Many of the doors open here. However, there are still some places we still can't quite get to yet. So, we will be back to this level once more later on within this playthrough, once we have more Kongs at our side and additional abilities unlocked. So, don't worry if you can't collect everything on your first trip. It would still be nice to be able to do it anyway, but unfortunately it's just not meant to be. Oh, hello, what do we have here? That is known as a blueprint, and I don't really know what those particular Kremlings are called, but those guys in particular hold blueprint pieces. And in order to collect the blueprint, you need to defeat them with the right Kong in order to collect the blueprint piece. So since Donkey Kong defeated the purple-haired dude with the blueprints, he unfortunately cannot collect that blueprint piece even if it dropped to the ground. So you have to collect those blueprints with the right Kongs, which is gonna take some time. And it also takes quite a bit of searching around, some trial and error. So, really, as you're going about the levels, what you have to do is search for those particular Kremlings and get the blueprints out of them. Donkey Kong can only collect yellow blueprints, so look for those guys with yellow hair. So in other words, look for Super Saiyan Kremling guys like them. And bada bing, bada boom. There you go. That's how it's done in the DK crew. There are 5 blueprints that are hidden throughout the level. Each of them can only be collected by a certain Kong. So, what I'm going to do now is, before I switch out to Diddy Kong, I'm first off going to go ahead and turn in Donkey Kong's blueprint. And as I go about this game, I will be turning in the blueprints, not necessarily as I collect them, but more so as I see fit. You know what I mean here? If you do, great. Anyway, let's head into Snide's HQ. Greetings, Snide's the name. Revenge is my game. Do you know K. Rool's been working on his Blastomatic machine and intends to destroy your island? I was the chief technician on the project, but that double-crossing lizard kicked me off of his team because he didn't trust me. I'll try to help you stop K. Rool's machine, but you'll need to find me some of my original blueprints. I believe they were given to some of the king's toughest cronies, so be careful. For every blueprint you return, I'll give you one of those golden bananas K. Rool stole from your hoard. No blueprint, no banana. You never know. They might just buy you some valuable time. That's the deal, Kong. Ah, splendid. Kong, I see you have my first blueprint. Here's one golden banana in return. As you're going through the levels and returning these blueprints to Snide and his HQ, Snide HQ is located within each and every level, and for every blueprint you return, you will get a golden banana, and for each particular Kong. After you turn in your blueprints, you can actually view the blueprints that you collected up to this point by pushing the A button. And that's not really a lot of information to go about, so kind of vague at the moment. Oh well, let's exit. After you turn in the blueprints, just collect your reward and get out of there. Anyway, say hello to the second member of the DK crew, Diddy Kong. What? Hello, Diddy. There are 5 golden bananas for you to find in this level, Brack. Yeah, of course. We've already knew that. And unfortunately, it's gonna be like this for every Kong. Every time you rescue a new Kong, Squawks feels the need to interrupt you and say, hey, there are 5 golden bananas for you here, so go about collecting them if you care about saving your island. Just saying. Otherwise, it's doomsday. Anyway, now that we collected a couple of coins, I feel like it's time we should go and grab Diddy Kong's weapon. And this weapon is going to be revealed right now. Check this out. I got this real cool shooter that'll trash K. Rool's army, and it's yours for just 3 coins. Are we talking a deal here? Yes, we are. Say hello to the peanut pop guns. Looking good, Diddy. Let me give you the lowdown to fetch out or put away your shooter. Blah, blah, blah. We already know this. Blah, blah, blah. Zero doing right now, Diddy dude. Afraid I gotta go work on my next big thing. Once you pick up a weapon or a weapon upgrade for every Kong, I think for the most part, Funky Kong will be like, hey, sorry man, I don't have anything else available for you right now, so come and find me in the next level or something. And maybe I'll have something even better for you waiting in the wings. Anyway, as I go about this game, I will be trying to collect as many golden bananas and really as many obstacles, not obstacles, but as many collectibles as I can throughout my entire journey, even during the first trip, knowing full well that I may not be able to collect everything on my first go. Anyway, Diddy Kong himself controls it quite a bit differently from Donkey Kong. For one, I think he has the same movement speed as Donkey Kong, and really everyone has the same movement speed, so no Kong is faster than the other per se. Unless you use certain movement maneuver abilities or movement abilities. But for the most part, it's essentially the same for every Kong. Of course. Ooh, a number 4 panel. Haven't seen one of these yet. It looks like we still got quite a bit of exploring left to do in this place. And even with Diddy Kong's pop guns, there aren't too many places where we can technically access right now, but it's still worth looking around and making a mental note of it later, that's for sure. Oh, hello, what do we have here? There is one more unique ability that Diddy Kong has above all others. And that is, he can perform like a high jump by simply hitting the A button in a arithmetic-like fashion. If you hit it twice, like if you jump into the air, touch the ground, and then hit the A button just as you touch the ground, then what happens is Diddy Kong will jump much higher in the air than he would normally. What do we have here? Well, definitely something that's considered not necessarily dangerous, but more so interesting, to say the least. Ooh, what a strange box. Let's hop in and see what it does. Oh! To return to being DK, press and hold Z, then press C left. And press and hold Z, and then B to charge attack. To execute a charge attack. So, throughout certain worlds in the game, you'll be able to transform into one of two animal buddies throughout the entire game. The first being Rambi, and the second is none other than On Guard. And unfortunately, those are the only two animal buddies that are available in this game, and you need the right Kong in order to transform into that particular animal buddy. So in this instance, since we have Donkey Kong is the only one who can transform into Rambi. And oops. I guess after a little bit of time, if you this cage just closes right back up. Then again, maybe it closes back up after you grab Rambi and then run right out. Rambi, okay, never mind. Rambi can jump. There we go. Kind of needed that in order to bust through that door. Oh, that stinks. Another thing worth pointing out too is that animal buddies cannot go too far within a designated area. If they happen to go too far, then they will be forced to transform back into that particular Kong. So that's unfortunate. It really, really is. But, hey, that's okay. It does happen to all of us eventually. If we go too far out of range of the magical effect, then it's practically pointless. Oh, hello! That's our first banana medal, people! Since we collected 75 yellow bananas for Donkey Kong, he has his banana medal for the level, so that is sweet. Let's see what this switch does. Oh, here we go. This is going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure this particular golden banana is timed. There's just no timer displayed, but you have to be fast. You gotta be quick in order to grab this banana. Otherwise, it'll just go back underground, I think? I'm not too sure. Either way, that's banana number 4, golden banana number 4 for good old DK. Man, I love that so much. We're definitely not done with this level yet, that's for sure. Unfortunately, at this point, though, I do believe... okay, never mind. Right, Donkey Kong still can grab his 5th golden banana for the level here. Anyway, let's go ahead and go in here, see what this place is about. Howdy, Donkey. We can help you progress through your quest, but there's just one problem. I want to reach the key above my head to open this door for you, but I've eaten far too much. I reckon that if you can feed my buddy Scoffs over there, he might be able to overcome my slight weight problem. So if you've got any tasty bananas, go stand on our pad and let's see what we can do. Throughout the different worlds in the game, you'll find these strange portals, and all of them lead here. So what you have to do is feed the hippopotamus that's on the right hand side of the platform here with the bananas that you collected throughout the level. You will be required to collect a good chunk of bananas in order to progress through the game, and it's displayed on the door there. In this case, we only need 60 in order to open this door, and since Donkey Kong has 80 bananas on him, he can just easily feed this guy until bada bing bada boom, he's full, and bam! Shoot that pig up like a freaking rocket. Alright, let's see what this door is. It's got Donkey Kong's face on it, so it's time to open up the door and see what's inside. By the way, if you try to go through the door as a different Kong, let's say Diddy Kong for example, the door will just slam shut in your face. Just like that. So, if you hear that right now, that is just due to that's just vibration from the Wii U gamepad. Oddly enough, this Virtual Console release has rumble support. So, since Donkey Kong is the intended Kong to enter this particular door, let's do it. Let's see what this is truly about. Oh man, it slammed in our face. Oh dear. Say hello to the first boss. I don't quite know what this guy's name is, but he is an armored armadillo, and he is quite dangerous. All the bosses in this game are dangerous, but some of them are pretty easily exploitable, and others are a bit trickier to deal with. For this particular boss, what you have to do is just wait for the armored armadillo to exploit his head, or more or less stick his head out. And while he's doing his little evil laugh going, once he's doing that, throw the TNT barrel that spawns in the middle of the arena at his face, and you'll deal damage to him. This boss goes down in 3 hits. Most bosses in this game go down in 3 hits. There may be some exceptions here and there. That also includes the final boss. The final boss is also an exception as well. So I figure I'd throw that out there. Even if the TNT barrel is shot and blown up, the TNT barrel just instantly respawns. So it's no real loss if the TNT barrel gets shot during your dodging procedure. But there we go, boss is defeated. Well, he runs off into the night. It's like, uh-oh, having trouble here. I'm out of here. And there we go. Our first key has been collected. What? Nice going, DK. That looks like one of the keys to K. Lumsey's cage. What? And there are, I believe, 6 keys that we need to collect. And after defeating the boss for the level, those portals that are hidden throughout the entire level all disappear at once. Even if you try to re-enter, it'll just vanish. So don't even bother trying to re-enter. So, the level is not necessarily done yet. That's for sure. We still got quite a bit of work to do. There's still the matter of the last golden banana for Donkey Kong, and we still have to... We still have to grab Donkey Kong's other ability that he can get from Cranky Kong. Within each and every level, you may find a Cranky Kong, and if you speak to him with an individual Kong, he'll give you a new ability for a price. I perfected another of my potions, Donkey, and it's just yours for just 3 coins. You won't get much further without it, so I suggest you pay up. Indeed. There you go. Baboon Blast. Ooh. Like the name. I wonder what that's about. You can now play the Barrel Blast courses. Find my pad with your ugly mug on it and press Z to launch yourself on your way. When you are in a barrel, press Z to fire yourself out. I'm not letting you have another potion yet. Come and see me on the next level. I seriously wonder why you can't give it to me now. Perhaps he doesn't want to make me super overpowered immediately, which is perfectly fair, but at the same time, it's still dumb. Whatever. Let's see what Diddy Kong's ability is going to be. I perfected another of my potions, Diddy, and it's yours for just 3 coins, blah, 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 blah. Here you go. Pay up. And with that, Diddy gains his first ability, Chimpy Charge. You've now got a powerful shoulder barrage, I guess. Just push and hold Z, then push B. It's too good for you. Not letting you have another potion, come see me on the next level. Screw you, and go F yourself. JK. Anyway. With this power, we can now access more... We can now access one particular... Oops. We can now access a new minigame, and there's also a text message. And it's from my sister. She's just saying, cool, thank you. And the reason why she said that is because tomorrow is Mother's Day, and my sister sent up a Mother's Day gift from 1-800-Flowers. And no, this is not a sponsored stream. Just saying. She used that service to send some flowers our way, and she sent us tulips. They're very, very pretty, and I like that. I do like flowers. Granted, I am a guy, but even so, flowers are nice. They're pretty. Nice to have around, hanging around in the house, even if it's just for a little bit of time before they unfortunately die, but even so, flowers are still pretty no matter what. No matter what the circumstances. Anyway, time to blast off again. This is technically the first Barrel Blast minigame, and the first of several of them, actually. Oh dear. Well, that didn't quite work out. If you happen to fail a Barrel Blast minigame, you'll just land right back on the Barrel Blast shot pad, so there's no real penalty for missing or failing these little courses here, but even so, it's still a good idea to try to not fail these. So, how this works is, you should, what you have to do is fire yourself from one barrel to another in a linear course. There may be some alternate paths for some barrel courses, but for the most part, they're mostly linear. So what you have to do is fire the barrel at the right time in order to proceed to the next barrel. If you fire just a little over, or even a little under, like overshoot or undershoot, you'll fall all the way back down. So that's unfortunate. So once the targeting cursor hovers over the barrel itself, for the most part, you should be able to make it to the next barrel. However, there will be some instances where you will have to fire slightly higher than the barrel actually is in order to make it to the next barrel. Ah, damn it. That was badly mistimed. Funny enough, each and every single barrel course is surrounded by a skybox. And the skybox is relatively small. Why is that? I have no idea. Dad damn it. God, I have been failing this course so badly today. And by the way, there is no way to skip this particular cutscene. Why? I have no idea. God damn it. That was a massive fail. But anyway, this is the only barrel blasting obstacle course that I know that has this particular cutscene. No other course has a cutscene, and for the most part, it's just you fire yourself up and you land in the first barrel. That's it. This is actually that particular cutscene lasts longer in the original N64 version due to the slowdown. Oh, damn it, I missed the bananas. And the coin. Dang it. Wow, I suck. Damn it. Let's try this again. Again, thankfully there's no penalty for failing so much. But you do have to restart the entire obstacle course again if you do fail. Oh damn, I missed the coin. Whatever. And there we go. That's the last golden banana for good old Donkey Kong. And even if you do complete the Barrel Blast course, you can always redo it if you happen to miss something there. So that way you can grab it for later if you really want to. It's entirely up to you if you really want to repeat the obstacle course. Sometimes you may need to do it in order to grab any missing bunches of bananas that you need to grab a banana medal or even something else entirely. Also, what am I doing? Up we go, thank you. If you remember correctly, within this cave there was a cage door that we couldn't quite open yet, not without the right Kong and the right weapon. So here we go. If you see these peanut switches, that means Diddy Kong's weapon is the one that you need to use in order to press them in. And with that, Diddy Kong now has his first golden banana. That's as long as I can fire this damn thing right. Okay, screw it. I'm gonna get closer. I need to get closer anyway. Funny enough, time freezes around the enemies whenever you collect a golden banana, so I guess you could use that to your advantage, but after the cutscene ends, then there we go. After the cutscene ends, then the enemies move as if nothing ever happened. Unfortunately, at this point now, there's not much else we can do. There is one other place we can still look around at. And you remember that little mountain slope that that was located towards the top of the second section of the level? Well, there's actually a peanut switch that we can hit with our good old pop guns. Funny enough, Diddy Kong is the only Kong that dual wields his weapon. So they're essentially dual wielding pistols. Speaking of which, when this game was in development, the Kongs actually used real weaponry, and not the silly weaponry of which we see here today. So, why was that? Most likely it was because they were placeholder images for the final weapons that we eventually got in the final release. Even so, just really like throwing that little fun fact out there. Another thing worth pointing out too is that you may have noticed some zingers flying around about. Well, you can't attack them by normal means. You actually have to shoot them down with your gun. Oh, okay. Apparently we have a timer. Oh my god, camera! Camera! Here we go. Got it. There we go. There's another golden banana for good old Diddy Kong. After I nearly missed the coin again and nearly fall off. When it comes to navigating throughout the worlds, you can actually use your B attack to extend your jump distance just slightly. And if you can get really good with this and reach some pretty far out distances. Oh my god, get up there. Oh my god! Again, these controls. Not exactly aged very well now, has it? It's honestly a pretty dang good idea to go into first person every now and again to just get an idea of your surroundings. Well, that didn't quite work out. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Anyway, before we explore any further within this location, I would like to go and pick up that golden banana that's just outside here. For Diddy, anyway. And the reason why I want to do this... Oh. God damn it. Just doesn't give me enough time to get through there. That's lame. So as the platforms proceed, what you have to do is just simply shoot the switch again, and the platform will come right back out. I bet you if you're fast enough, you can get back, you can reach the top of this little mountain here without the need of reactivating the switch. Anyway. Hello, balloon number 2. Oh my god, this stupid camera. There we go. Dang, that was a lot of ammo lost. This camera, am I right, folks? 3D platformers are, at least around this time period, are notorious for having a bad camera. They were bad for the time and they're still bad now, and in retrospect, that makes things even worse. Huzzah! Anyway, the reason why we're heading back in here is because there's still one more thing we can do within this level. Also, hello, new enemy. These guys can only be defeated by means of throwing oranges at them. Thankfully, after throwing an orange at them and killing them, they will drop oranges themselves. Anyway, we have to hit this switch to the low speed, otherwise the conveyor belts will be moving too fast and an invisible wall will prevent us from progressing. There are several things that we could do in here before we move on to the next part. And I'm going to try to take care of this as fast as I can, which is not going to be easy, especially considering the control scheme that we have here. But we'll give it our best shot. Thankfully these stuff... Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, what is it that those guys throw exactly? Are they supposed to be explosive melons or something? I don't get it, but either way, there are things that they throw, and sometimes certain zinger species can drop bombs themselves. I think they're called robo-zingers or something. I have no idea. I'm very unfamiliar with enemy names when it comes to not only this game, but Mario in general. How did I overshoot that? Camera, you are not helping. Oh my god, are you serious? God, I suck. God damn it. Well, unfortunately, we'll have to do this little conveyor belt thing again. So lame. Absolutely lame. It's such a pain in the ass to do this sometimes. Especially considering the camera which they give you. The camera angles. They're a bit of a pain in the ass to work with. And also the cutscene, unfortunately, cannot be skipped. Thankfully, it is short. It only lasts about 3 seconds. Even so, it's still 3 seconds that you lose. Okay, let's give this another go. There we go. Finally made it. And in we go! Welcome to my favorite minigame in the entire game, the Minecart Challenge. What? Listen up, Diddy! Collect 50 coins on this pleasant, scenic ride to banana. Use the analog stick to speed up, lean left and right, and press A to jump. Watch out for other carts and casting TNT barrels. See you at the other end, right? So here we go. The first of several minecart games. The minecart games are linear games that you can play, and you can repeat these minigames over and over again as many times as you desire. And honestly, oh damn, some of these can be really, really difficult, and on Virtual Console, this is going to be a challenge within itself, considering the fact that we have to deal with controls that are considered quite questionable at best. If you happen to get hit at all, you lose several coins, and unfortunately you can't get those back. You'll have to collect additional coins that you find throughout the course in order to make up for the coins that you lost. For this particular mission, we need to collect 50 DK coins, and we have to hold on to at least 50 at the end of the course. If we manage to hold on to all 50 coins, or even more than that, then we will get a reward. And that reward will be a golden banana. If you happen to fail the minigame and not collect enough coins, you would just have to redo the course again if you so desired. Otherwise, you could just simply give up and move on and try something else. If you really want to. But for me... oh, dang it. For me, I'm going to try to collect as many coins as I can, just for safety measures. Alright? Great ride, huh? You won a banana, Diddy. Alright? And that's that. I'm not sure how many coins you can hold on to exactly. I honestly don't think there's a limit to how many coins you can hold on to. And after you finish the ride and collect your golden banana, you'll be dropped off at this designated spot. At least for this particular course. Other ones will drop you off elsewhere. There are 2 additional minecart rides in this game that we still need to do. By the way, you can always redo the minecart rides just for funsies if you really want to. And collecting coins is really just another challenge for yourself. You can repeat the minigame again at any time just by re-entering the room. Re-entering the room and re-entering the minecart shaft, and boom, you're done. And boom. That's 75 bananas for Diddy Kong. So now he has his banana medal for that level. Funny enough, there are no banana medals that you need that are available within DK Island, the main hub area. So I figure I throw that out there just to let you all know you don't need to worry about banana medals here within this particular location. It's just all the other levels have banana medals, so that's something to look into. Alright. Now that we have our first key, let's go ahead and open up the lock. Aww, looks like Lumsy is happy again. And he's sad. Well, that didn't take long. And after you drop off a key, he typically unlocks a new level for you to access. So, there we go. The second level has been opened up, and we're going to head right on in and try to do as much as we can within the level. And the level is located right in here, right within this little hub entrance. There are a couple of things that we can do in here, and you see these, not that, but you see these gongs here? You need to use Diddy Kong's charge ability to charge into the gongs and bring them down. Couldn't quite figure this out when I was really young, but oh well. What this does, this opens up a bonus barrel. And this bonus barrel floats around in the air, and unfortunately we can't quite reach it at this time. But it's available for us to access now. I think if you perform some really specific tricks with Donkey Kong, he can moon kick to the frickin' sky and reach the bonus barrel that way. But since I am playing this the intended way, we have to wait a little bit. I'm on, I haven't got all day. And there we go. Next level, here we come. That meddlesome monkey should have been burnt to a crisp by now. Where's that armadillo? I'm sorry, Master. He was too quick for me, but I'll get him next time. Imbecile. I don't like failure. You know what happens to failures? Oh, damn. I've waited too long for this. I won't let those flea monkeys ruin my plans this time. And welcome, everybody, to Angry Aztec. As the name implies, the level can make people quite angry because the obstacles are cheap. They're cheaply placed and they're quite annoying to deal with. Once again, this is another one of those levels we can't quite fully complete yet, but there are still several things that we can technically do. There we go. Here's one of those things. Well, we could, but it's honestly not a good idea to go through here yet. You see those barrels there with Donkey Kong's face on it? Well, we'll be getting an ability within this level that allows us to use that particular barrel. And it's also going to be true for Diddy Kong as well. Oh, hello. Is that a camel in a cage? Listen to me. The key to my freedom lies in the clouds. Aww. Poor camel. Thankfully, he's not the logo for a cigarette company. But anyway, this particular level has quicksand. Everyone's favorite kind of sand. Plus, it also burns you. So, if you jump in it by mistake, you'll take some damage. Hello, we have a new shop. Welcome to Candy's Music Shop. Hello, fan service. Gotta say, that's quite an interesting chest you have there. Well, hello, Donkey. You just take it easy and let Candy tell you how she's gonna make you feel good. Why, just for a few little coins, you can have my musical instruments, and extra melons too. Come on now, Donkey. For just 3 coins, I'll show you my musical instruments, and throw in an extra melon for free. Give it a try. There's no rush. There you go. Hello, Bongo Blast. Stand a little closer, Donkey, and I'll show you how to use your instrument. Press and hold Z, then press C up. Its sound wave blast will defend most Kremlings, but will also reduce the instrument's energy. Top up its energy by finding some headphones. You won't lose any energy if it's played when you're standing on a music pad, and all sorts of amazing things are likely to happen too. You all got another melon too. It'll hopefully make things a little easier. You have all the latest stuff from me. Come see me later, okay? Will do, Candy. Will do. Anyway, I believe Diddy Kong also has an instrument of his own that he can pick up. And let's go and do that. Let's go and pick up his instrument. Which, oddly enough, is my favorite instrument. If I don't jump in the sand twice, like a freaking idiot. There we go. For 3 coins, you can play on this musical instrument. Do you want it? Hell yeah! The guitar gasp. Damn, I love that guitar riff. Stand a little closer, Diddy, and I'll show you how to use your instrument. And it's the same as before. You have all the latest stuff from me. Come see me later, okay? By the way, when Candy gives you an extra melon, it's per Kong. It's not per Kong, but that extra melon applies to all Kongs, and not just the Kong that collects it. And by the way, if you want to restore health very quickly and easily, find the nearest tack barrel and jump in. Afterwards, even if you don't switch Kongs, your health will be fully restored. So, if you're on the brink of death, don't be afraid to jump into a tack barrel and you'll be saved. Hippity bloody ray. Everything's hunky-dory again. So that's nice. Very, very nice. Ooh, what a strange pad. So, yep, that's a balloon for Diddy. I wonder if there's anything I can do right now as Donkey. There probably is. Most likely, yes. Oh my god, seriously? Okay then. I guess, switching out Kongs was not exactly the best of ideas. Oh well. Oh, hello, what do we have here? Additional bananas for the good old DK. Also, speaking of DK, I just realized this now. There is something else I can do with him before switching to Diddy. First off, though, I would like to collect these bananas. And then afterwards, we'll be doing the thing. We're going to be going for a ride way up in the freaking clouds. Way up high. Higher than a kite, if you know what I mean. Or maybe we're not going to be doing that right now. Okay. I'm thinking of a later point in the level. So, oops. Whatever. It's fine. I can still do plenty of stuff with Diddy. You may have noticed some dirt patches with the DK sign on them. Well, unfortunately, we can't really do much with them right now. We'll have to wait until later before we can even mess with them. But right now, it's time to play ourselves a jam. Usually, the blast radius is large enough to kill the Kremling by the door, but I guess it was just off target slightly. Even so. Ooh, 5 coins. Nice. I like that. Anyway, time to open up this door. This door doesn't have a visible timer, but it is timed. So you kind of have to rush. I did not mean to play my damn instrument. I wanted to pull out the gun, not the... Well, in any case... There we go. Dang. That's a lot of shots just to hit a damn balloon. That's the thing with digital controls. Sometimes they can be a bit of a pain in the butt. Hello. Hey, Tiny. Sorry guys, I'm afraid they got me too. Well, of course, we're here to rescue her. And we're gonna do just that. Of course, we need to reach her before we can even do anything. Oh, hello. Unfortunately, we can't exactly do much of anything against these guys, and there are two ways to kill them. First one is using your instrument. The second way, I believe, is with oranges. So even if you see a barrel, don't be afraid to throw an orange at it. However, you should try to conserve your instrument energy, because if you run out of it, there's nothing really much you can do as far as restoring it is concerned. One way you can restore energy is by finding headphones that are hidden throughout the levels. After you find them, then your instrument energy is fully restored. Another way that you can restore energy, and the other way you can restore it, is to return to Candy's hut. After you do that, then she'll restore the energy of your instruments for free automatically. I did not mean to do that. I am a doofus. Up we go. Again, these... One thing I will definitely say is that these controls can sometimes be a bit janky. Especially considering the fact that the analog stick is now even more sensitive with the digital controls than it is with the analog controls. So, precision aiming is a bit of a pain. And that's really lame. Thankfully, though, more modern games realize this, and so it's not so bad to deal with. But for Virtual Console games like this, that have like precise controls that you have to deal with... Oh my god, are you serious? I'm surprised I even made it back up. Camera does not help. Come on, let's move straight. Straight, damn it. There we go. Whew. That is a lot harder than it looks. At least on the Virtual Console version, but it's definitely a lot easier in the N64 release, because the controls are actually made for said console. Here, not so much. The analog stick is just really, really sensitive. Also, fun fact, when you're swimming around, the Kongs in this game can breathe underwater. Why? How is that even possible? Why is that even a thing? I have no idea, but it is a thing, and it kind of baffles my mind that it is indeed a thing. Yeah. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we can't quite press this switch yet. We need another Kong who's not trapped in here in order to press it. We kind of need a help. We kind of need to help out the Tiny Kong right now. And we can do so right in here. Oh, I guess one thing we're pointing out is after you kill these crocodiles, their teeth will just pop out. Pop out of their skull and start trying to chase you down. After a certain period of time passes, they will eventually disappear. But you can attack them again to destroy them anyway. But even so, I figure I'd throw that out there anyway. Anyway. Neat. Now, in order to free Tiny Kong, what we have to do is a very simple task. We need to use Diddy Kong's charge ability to reach these platforms here and press these letters. And we have to push them in the right order. What we have to spell is Kong. K-O-N-G. And thankfully, there's no time limit to worry about here. Do I really have to... Of course. I was thinking maybe I could just drop back down, but no. I guess that's not a thing. Lame. Hit. And there we go. That's that. Nice work, Diddy. Right then, I'll grab all the purple bananas I see. I'm off to the tag barrel, ready to kick reptile butt. I seriously wonder how Tiny Kong and really anyone has the ability to teleport to the tag barrel at will, and yet when you are actually controlling them, you can't do that. So there we go. There's our first golden banana for Angry Aztec. Unfortunately, at this point now, there's nothing really much else we can do. We still need, excuse me. We still need to free the other Kongs in order to fully complete this place. And we still need their abilities as well. Oh my god, seriously? Whatever. They're all jerks anyway. Okay, we're done here. Well, done with this particular location. My god, again with the camera. That's the thing about assigning the C buttons to the right analog stick. Try playing the ocarina song using the right analog stick. It's not going to work out very well. Just saying. Oh my god, really? This particular pathway is pretty dangerous to get through. It just takes quite a bit of effort in order to navigate through it in its entirety. And even so, it's not the worst thing in the world. It just requires a bit of work in order to get through. Actually, it might be a good idea to see what Donkey Kong's ability is going to be next. I perfected another of my potions, Donkey, and it's yours for just 5 coins. You won't get much further without it, so I suggest you pay up. Ooh, Strong Kong. I wonder what this does. Guess we'll find out now. Listen up, DK. Jump into my barrels with your furry face on it, and you'll become temporarily invincible, depending on how long your crystal coconuts last. I'm not letting you have another potion, blah blah blah, get out of my sight. So, with that, Donkey Kong gained his barrel ability, Strong Kong, and as the name suggests, he is temporarily invincible so long as he has enough crystal coconuts to maintain the invincible form. And the crystal coconuts themselves are yet another collectible in the game. They're not really, they don't count towards 100% completion, but it's still a good idea to try to collect as many as you can throughout your travels. Hello, Tiny. There are 5 golden bananas for you to find in here, too. Okay. Can I warp? No. Not yet. And unfortunately, Tiny does not have any coins on her, so we can't quite grab any abilities for her yet. But I'm sure we will be able to do so soon enough. And since Tiny Kong is the newest Kong whom we rescued, she, I think, will have 2 abilities waiting for her. So that'll be nice. 2 more abilities waiting for her to pick up from Cranky Kong, which will require 6 coins in order to... I think we need 3 coins first, and then 5 more coins, so in total we need 8 coins. Ow. We need 8 coins total in order to grab Tiny's abilities for the level, and afterwards, I think we'll be good for her. I probably should have grabbed Diddy's other ability while I was over at Cranky's lab, but I kind of wanted to activate this next warp point over here because doing so will give us the ability to warp back to Cranky's lab very easily. Also, did I just go through that, or is that just me? There we go. Just what I wanted to do. Although, it might not be a bad idea to just pick up Tiny's first ability now. I perfected another of my potions, Tiny. Here you go. Pay up. First ability for her is Mini Monkey. Pretty funny. You can now use my special barrels with your face on it. Leap into one and prepare to be amazed as you change size. You'll only be able to remain like this while your supply of crystal coconuts lasts. Not letting you have another potion. Okay. That's also Jomar is our newest follower. Thank you so much for the follow, and I hope you enjoy your stay here on this channel. We're 3 followers away, I think. Is it 3 or are we at 2? I can't quite remember at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and check that out real quick. I don't think it updated. Okay, yeah. We're only 3 followers away from the good old 5-0. Come on, people. Let's make it happen. 50 followers. Let's make the 50 follower goal happen. I know we can do it. Let's work together to make it a reality. And again, thank you, Jomar, for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay here, and hope you will be entertained for... Hope you will be entertained for all playthroughs of, just for anywhere in the near future. Just saying. Nice one. And in we go. Hello, Jomar. I'm doing good. How about you? Glad you can make it to the stream, and again, thank you so much for the follow. I highly appreciate it. Okay, more instrument collecting, and done. Anyway, when it comes to crystal coconuts, you have to collect them as you find them throughout the fields. Each and every Kong shares all the remaining crystal coconuts that there are on the field. So, if you happen to use some crystal coconuts as one Kong and then try to switch to another Kong and use their ability, then whatever crystal coconuts are remaining, those crystal coconuts are all you have to share between the different Kongs. And when it comes to abilities and their usage, as you're using those special abilities, your crystal coconut counter will drain. And I think it's like this, you lose 1 crystal coconut for every 10 seconds that pass while using the ability. Although I could be wrong on that. But even so, it's just a guess I have. Oops, did not mean to do that. If you if you happen to push ZR on the classic controller, or if you just touch the Wii U gamepad, then you'll access a special menu. And this menu only exists in the Virtual Console release of Wii U. And with it, you can use it to create a restore point, which is essentially a save state. You can only save one save state at a time. And you can also mess with controller settings. And you can choose to configure and even remap some of the controls themselves if you so desire. And if you are perfectly satisfied with the controls and the way they are set up, then there you go. You don't need to worry about changing the controls whatsoever. And again, you can just return to the game at any time. And what's also really cool about the Virtual Console re-releases of any game is that if you happen to close the software, you can restore the game's state, like where you previously left off. Quite literally, if you exit out of the game by means of simply closing the software by pushing the home button and hit close software, then the game's state where it previously was at will be restored. So that's a very nice feature if you happen to purchase games off of the Wii U Virtual Console service. Yes, it is. I agree 100%. It truly is an undertaking within itself. And some tasks within this game are not going to be fun to complete, and it's going to be incredibly, incredibly difficult. Let me tell you. I don't know whether you deserve this gem. Oh, alright. Jump into my barrel with your face on it to try out my prototype jet barrel. Take to the air if you can, but keep an eye on your crystal coconuts, as I'm afraid it's a bit thirsty. Press A to thrust, Z if you want to hover, and B to fire your pop guns. Amazing, huh? Yes, it is. And again, or in this case, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Either way, the jet barrel itself is my favorite Kong special ability in the entire game. And because of a couple of reasons. First off, awesome freaking music, which I really need to put this in my freaking iTunes library. And the second reason is because, not because of that. Dang it. The second reason is because on the original N64, god damn it, I hate that. If you happen to be carrying any sort of momentum while you're trying to crouch and then do a high jump, you will carry that momentum and do a long jump instead of doing a high jump. So you have to make sure you come to a dead stop before you try to do a high jump. Ah, damn it. This is gonna hurt. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Anyway, you may be wondering, what was I trying to do by flying through that ring? Bad news, Diddy Dude. Afraid I'm still working on my next big thing. Looking low, Diddy Dude. Let me max out your ammo. Thanks, man. Even if you do find Funky Kong, he may not necessarily give you any sort of upgrades yet. And usually an upgrade will become available once you find him within a certain level. And I don't know if you are required to get just a base upgrade for the other Kongs first in order to unlock additional upgrade paths for the other, for the other Kongs. Not 100% sure. Oh, hello! After flying through that golden hoop at least 2 or 3 times, or in this case 3 times, you will open up this cage with this vulture. And after setting him free, he will take flight. Beaver Bother, Minecraft Mayhem. Oh yeah. Ah, freedom. Thanks, Diddy. If you fancy a test of your skills, come and find me. Okay, let's go for it then. Once you initiate this minigame, your crystal coconut counter will freeze and become unlimited for the duration of the minigame. But after the minigame ends, you'll return to your normal limit. Okay, here you are, Diddy. I thought you got lost. Follow me around the level and fly through all the rings I leave behind. If you want to win a prize. Okay, sounds good to me. Funny enough, these rings have quite strange hit detection. And at this particular moment, if you're playing the original N64 release, you could use the slowdown, which the game provides you as a means of taking... you can take advantage of the game's slowdown to make more... you can... damn! What am I trying to say? You can gain some extra precision by utilizing the game's slowdown. But since this is the Virtual Console version, slowdown no longer exists, it's not going to be so easy. Nice flying, Diddy. Now let's see what I can find for you as a prize. And that prize is none other than the golden banana. And I fall, of course. Dang it. That's fine. Again, thankfully, even if you fall down, you can easily just hop back into the barrel and fly off into the sunset. Grab the golden banana and boom! Task is completed. And that makes 2 golden bananas for Diddy. And there's still something else that we can do with him, and that is right over here. We kind of need to do this as Diddy anyway. See these gongs? We need to ram these things. And... yes! That's what I was just saying, Jomar. The main difference between the 2 versions here is that there's no lag within this game. No more frame drops. So that is awesome. Making this version basically the definitive version of Donkey Kong 64. So be sure to grab this game while you can on the Wii U Virtual Console. Otherwise, the service may not be around, because Nintendo is practically saying, screw the Wii U, it never existed. It basically became the next Virtual Boy. Not that I owned the thing, I've only heard things about it. Unpleasant things, but even so, just figured I'd throw it out there anyway. I'd still highly recommend the Virtual Console version of the game anyway over the N64 version. Not only due to the lag differences, but also because it's honestly a lot cheaper to get this game off of the Virtual Console than it is to get a physical copy. I'm serious. Not only do you have to get a physical copy of the game, but you also have to take into account whether or not you have the expansion pack. Otherwise, Donkey Kong 64 will not be able to run at all. I am dead serious. I've actually tried to play this game without the expansion pack before. My dad had a actual N64 at his house, and that N64 did not have the expansion pack, so when I brought my game card over to his house for the weekend, I unfortunately could not play the game because the expansion pack is required in order to play it. And the reason why it is required is because it's because of the fact that the game during development for some weird reason had random crashing issues, which is thankfully back during those days was not acceptable. Use the ability. This ability uses your crystal coconuts. Cancel the move by pushing and holding Z, then press C left. Oddly enough, I think the cutscene just took away some time that I had. So we gotta be fast. Oh my god. Come on, move! Around here should be, something. Okay, maybe not. That was bad. Around here somewhere should be a point where we can use Tiny Kong's instrument to have Squawks give us a lift and fly to the very top of this place and enter the little cage door. Only Tiny can enter the cage door anyway, so that's kind of unfortunate, but oh well. Technically, Diddy Kong can reach it with his jetpack, but again, you won't be able to do much. You won't be able to do much on that tower. We first off need to summon like a certain platform or something for Tiny Kong. Something along those lines. And I guess another thing worth pointing out too. I agree. Not that I've actually tried to play this game through Project 64, but yeah, I agree. It's definitely not a good idea to play this game on emulator. And the reason for that is because due to the game's anti-piracy measures that it has in place, it has a tendency to erase game data at a random point throughout your adventure. So at any point, your game data can be erased at any time, and that's just due to the anti-piracy measure that's in place. Thankfully, if you happen to buy the game legitimately and use either through the digital means or even through purchasing a physical copy, then the anti-piracy measures are nothing to worry about. There may be a patch out there that can bypass the anti-piracy measures of this game, but it can be a bit difficult and cumbersome to set up and kind of a pain in the ass. And you would kind of have to use some sketchy programs in order to patch the game. But, hey, I'm not encouraging or condoning piracy in any way. So what I'm saying is, buy the game. Just buy it. It's not that hard to do. It honestly isn't. Also, that was a complete utter fail. Oops. Okay, here we go. Fire! How did that miss? Hit detection! Developed by Sledgehammer Games! It's shit. JK. I just hit the tail end of the barrel and for some reason it didn't count. And that's perfectly acceptable. It was my fault for missing that and that little goal. Usually these barrel blasting minigames, in order to complete the course, what you have to do is shoot through the barrel course in a linear fashion and shoot yourself through the DK ring or DK star. And there we go. About 4 or 5 attempts, but hey, at least the deed is done. And the camel is free! Oh, thank you. All I've got is this old banana. Take it. I'm heading off home. Off to home, I guess. And so with that, we got ourselves a golden banana. And now we have access to the Camel Temple, which can be accessed by, I believe, 4 out of 5 Kongs. Those Kongs, I don't want to say who they are, although the DK rap kind of gave it away. There we go. Oh, damn it. Oh my god. Again, sometimes the slopes in this game can be a bit cumbersome. Here we go. Why is the music wrong here? It's playing like some sort of a indoorsy cave theme where it shouldn't be. Perhaps the reason why it's like this is because when the camera zoomed in and panned on the camel, it kind of tricked the game or something. Also, why is the door shut? Perhaps the time limit to enter this temple here is short. Like, really, really short. Oh, hello. Lanky is here. So this level has 2 Kongs to rescue. Who's there? Can you come in here and give me a hand? A hand. Get it? Anyway, Lanky Kong is here. And oddly enough, this is the only place in the entire game that I know of off the top of my head that has additional warp pads that are only accessible and usable within this particular little miniature area. Also, these purple crocodiles cannot be attacked normally. What you have to do in order to kill them is either throw bombs at them, by bombs I mean oranges, or by means of using your instrument. Anyway, that musical pad wakes up the camel and he spits into the lava like water. Even if you jump in, it doesn't necessarily hurt you or instantaneously kill you like it should. What it does is that it'll slowly drain your health away, so you shouldn't be in there for very long. But after cooling down the lava, it turns into normal water. The wrong music glitch yourself. Huh. Wow. I'm glad I'm not the only one who experienced that weird, odd phenomenon. Also, I did not mean to pull that out. I meant to throw another orange. Sometimes this game, I swear. Ooh, I wonder what's going on here. Well, anyway, hitting that switch will open up a little cave we can access from the outside. And I believe Donkey Kong is the only one who can go in there. If you try to go into the cave using Diddy Kong's jetpack, the game will just automatically cancel the jetpack out and will force you back onto the ground. And unfortunately, it's going to be a long and tedious walk to not only the end of the cave, but it can also be a very dangerous one and can end your life very quickly. Did not mean to do that. Gotta love the momentum, am I right? Up. There we go. I don't believe Tiny has her gun yet, and that's something I'm gonna have to pick up. Oops. Also, you see that mystical thing flying around here? That is known as a banana fairy, and unfortunately... You like Strong Kong best. Cool. My favorite ability is the jetpack one, as you probably already figured out earlier. Anyway. Looks like this room has another warp panel. Perfect. Dang it. Is it me or was that guy kind of glitching out? I couldn't tell. Wasn't really paying that much attention, though it did catch my eye. Oops. Nice. If you happen to jump into the lava, what happens is you just simply lose health slowly over time. It's kind of like the quicksand back in the outside world. It's kind of like that. I don't have the camera yet. Yeah, that's true. I do not have said thing. In order to capture the banana fairies, we need a camera. And at this point, we can go and grab it, though I would like to wait at least a little bit longer. Oh my god, get up there. How is it that the platforms can be so dang slippery? Okay, it's not that, it's just these controls can sometimes just be overly sensitive, and I really do not like that at all. I just hate how sensitive the controls can be sometimes. It's quite annoying. hip. And there we go. Banana collected. One thing you can definitely do to get back to the beginning room very quickly is to intentionally KMS. There's no real penalty for, okay, never mind. I did not mean to do that. I was going to say you could KMS and Death Warp back to the entrance. Oh yeah, definitely, especially on the classic controller. It can be a bit of a pain in the butt. That's for sure. I wonder, can anyone else collect this? Also, here I am thinking that ZR can also function as the R button. No, not at all. Not in this game. Also, this banana. Unfortunately, it can only be collected by Donkey Kong. It stinks, I know, but oh well. At least it's Donkey Kong's first banana. It's his first banana with an angry Aztec. And we still got many, many more to collect. So much more to collect. It's not even funny. I hate it when I do that. It's kind of a habit that I have whenever I'm running towards one of those vines. It just seems like I hold forward instinctively just to continue my way forward. Okay, let's go ahead and feed the good old hippo here. This store requires 120 golden bananas, or not golden bananas, but regular bananas. And in order to achieve this goal, we need the help of the other Kongs, as they collect bananas throughout the entirety of their adventure, or just throughout the level. We need their help, and whatever bananas they've collected, we just need to go ahead and feed it to the hippopotamus and open up the door. And we're just about done here. Just got 18 more to go, and done. Granted, I could have fed the hippo with just Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong on their own, but oh well. I agree. Frantic Factory, which is going to be a future level, is it's a pretty difficult level within itself. And hello, Workin' Shawario, welcome! Welcome to the stream. You're just in time to see me fight the second level boss. Oh, cute little, oh dear. Dude, what the hell? And unfortunately, it pissed this guy off. I'm guessing he was the daddy. Oh dear. Here we go. Time to fight the second boss. And just like the first, we need to use these TNT barrels for when this guy's taunting us, more or less, and just scolding us for our actions. Throw him at him after he lands onto the ground, scolds us, and boom, he's done. Pretty much. It's pretty much the same throughout. This guy once again takes only 3 hits to kill, and oh my god, seriously? Thankfully, he's not too bad. Even if you take a large amount of damage, so long as you have at least 1 hit point, you can still manage to defeat him relatively easily. Most of the time. You can also use the cartwheel to increase your mobility, but sometimes it can be a bit hit and miss. Sometimes this guy can predict where you're going, and when it happens, oh man, does it hurt. Anyway, second boss down, and second key is ours. By the way, if you fall off the arena and fall into the lava, you instantly die. So that's something to keep in mind. And there we go. Boss is defeated. And we can continue on our way. Of course, we still got plenty of work to do. Still got at least a few more bananas that we can collect. By bananas, I mean golden bananas. Get off the tree, thank you. Damn it, game. Sometimes this game's hit detection can be a bit wonky. Ah, god damn it. And so can the camera. Come on, man. Don't be that guy. Oh my god. Seriously? Trying to find the second warp pad. Here we are. Still gotta pick up Tiny's little gun yet. And it should be a simple process, yes. It should be. Very, very simple to do. First off, I need to grab her. I don't know why I switched to Donkey earlier. Fight Armadillo and... Yes, I know. I am aware. I will have to fight them again. This first encounter won't be the last when it comes to those guys. Because this game does love the reused bosses. Quite a lot. Thank you. Tiny's weapon is the feather bow. It's technically a crossbow. Looking good, Tiny. Here you go. Here's the lowdown on how to use it. Zero doing right now, Tiny dude. Afraid I gotta go work on my next big thing. Whatever. Okay. I feel like there's a tag barrel somewhere around here. It should be around here. Oh my god, grab it. This game, I swear. Plus, rotating the camera can be a bit of a wonky experience as well. Has not aged well, now has it. And the reason why I say this is because... Ah, dang it. For some weird reason, when you push left to rotate the camera, it rotates it to the right. But if you push right, it rotates the camera to the left. Alright, let's grab this Strong Kong ability and see what it can do. Come on, in the barrel. In the barrel, please. Thank you. Alrighty. This ability uses your crystal coconuts, blah blah blah. Cancel with Z and then push C left. Wait, what? Seriously? This door closed back up? That's a load of bull. I opened the damn door. Maybe it's because I KMS'd. I killed myself trying to thinking I could just warp back to the entrance of the room, but no. Instead, what happened, I guess all the progress I made in this entire frickin' temple was all for nothing. That's lame. Bet you the lava's back too. Isn't it? No. So it wasn't all for nothing. So at least some progress was saved. Even so, though, it's still dumb. Really, really dumb. Okay. We still have a Kong to rescue in here, and he should be pretty easy to rescue. There we go. If you happen to kill a purple crocodile, what will happen is it will drop oranges. The Super Mario 64 engine? Wow, I had no idea. You learn something new every day. Definitely interesting, considering the fact that the Super Mario 64 engine was developed in-house by Nintendo. Maybe I should keep DK out. At least for a little bit. Unfortunately, we can't really do anything else with the camel now. He's kind of just going to be sitting there for all eternity, being like, oh, I just feel like standing here doing nothing forever. Wah. Really? There we go. And with that, Lanky is free. Cool move, DK. I gotta get some fresh air. I'll help you by collecting blue bananas. Come and find me in the tag barrel. Awesome. And there we go. Lanky is free and... oh, ROM hack. Okay. Yes, I knew about that ROM hack, but the engine. Okay. The engine is different. Never mind. But hey, we have a new Kong on our side. And our newest Kong in the DK crew is Lanky Kong. Yo ho ho, we took a bite of gum gum. And oddly enough, if you happen to change to Lanky Kong, I think while in here, then you skip out on the dialogue that Squawks would normally lecture you with, saying, hey, there are 5 golden bananas for you here. Also, what the hell was that? That was a strange long jump if I say so myself. Interesting. Recent ROM hack of Mario 64 in Ocarina of Time. What did I want to do again? Oh yeah, Donkey Kong. I wanted you. Okay. We will definitely be back in here later to grab the Banana Fairy. That's for sure. But for right now... I think what I'm going to do is... not become crocodile food. Instead... oh... what should I do? Maybe I should still try to collect as many bananas as I can as Lanky. He still has quite a bit of catching up to do with the other Kongs. He has an ability that he needs to pick up, and he still has a blueprint in here. And to get to Lanky's blueprint enemy, and I don't remember what they're called exactly. Are they called Crushes? With a K? Your guess is as good as mine. Anyway. In order to reach the Crusher for Lanky, you need to activate the second warp pad. After you activate it, warp, banana warp here. And boom. There you go. That's Lanky's blueprint for the level. Again, there's not really much else you can do while you're in here. At least for the time being. There is a little instrument pad which will require Lanky Kong's instrument. But at this time, since we just freed him, he does not have it. So we still need to gather some coins. I think we're going to need at least 9 in order to get everything for Lanky Kong at this point. Camera, thank you. Dang it. Sometimes the slopes in this game can be really, really annoying to deal with. I hate those things sometimes. Especially when the camera's not working with you. Small crocodiles are claptraps. Yeah, that's true. The smaller crocs are claptraps. I always call them crap traps. Anyway, Lanky's weapon is the grape shooter. Looking good, little dude. And I'm out of here. Out of Funky's place. Calp traps. It's funny. Anyway... I believe Lanky has a couple of coins he can grab around here. Yes, definitely. Perfect. Just enough coins to grab everything else that I need. And Lanky's ability for here is the orangutan. What does this do? We'll find out. This handy little move should help you get up steep slopes. It's easy enough even for you, Lanky. Just press and hold Z, then press B. Keep Z pressed to keep the handstand going. Not letting you have another potion. Get out of my sight. Find Chunky until Frantic Factory. That's true. Very, very true. Oops. Dang it. Come on, camera. Work with me here. Hey! Nice one. Anyway, here's what the handstand does. You can walk on your hands, and with this ability you can also run alongside very steep slopes without the fear of falling down. Or sliding down in this case, so there we go. Dang it. There we go. For 3 coins, I can give you an instrument. The trombone tremor. I like it. I like the name. And there we go. That's all the abilities of which Lanky Kong can get for right now. Now he's caught up with everyone else. Oh my god. I hate that stupid crap. Actually, it would probably be a good idea to keep him out. Okay, so even if you change back to Lanky Kong outside of that little temple-like area, Squawks will still give you a lecture about, hey, there are 5 golden bananas waiting for you out here, so be sure to grab them if you can. I think the only way to skip the lecture completely is to keep Lanky Kong out and exit out of the level. Afterwards, Squawks will not give you the lecture. So that is a blessing in my books. Because we get it already. We know there are 5 golden bananas for that particular Kong. Thanks, game. There we go. Also, is it me or... Yeah, that's true. Lanky and Chunky Kong made their debuts here within this game, along with Tiny Kong as well. I wonder why Dixie Kong was not a member of the group here. That's something I kind of always wondered. At least from when I played Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Kong Quest. I'm just saying. God damn it. I was wondering, how long have we been going on for? 2.5 hours, according to my clock. I like that. I gotta say, we've been making some pretty good progress when it comes to grabbing everything that we need to throughout the levels. And looky here, we have another battle pad. Unfortunately, we can't quite activate it just yet. We first need to drain the water within this room. How do we do this exactly? Well, by hopping up here, boom. Hit the switch and something should happen. Okay, I think what we have to do now, since the vulture is out carrying the golden banana, we just have to shoot him. Just shoot him enough times and... eventually he will drop the golden banana. And upon collecting it... Oddly enough, I just noticed this now, but after you hit the vulture, he shrinks. Oh, headshot! Kind of strange that the vulture makes such a strange sound effect. Just a little more now. There we go. And that's that. Okay, that's weird. just grab the golden banana and just instantaneously sink underwater, like to the lowest level. That is not supposed to happen. I guess this was just one of those weird glitches that just simply happened because it happened. I'm not too sure, but I feel like each and every single one of these arena challenges are 30 seconds long. Again, you just have to survive the full 30 seconds in order to obtain the crown. And again, as I said before, as time goes on, tougher and tougher enemies are going to be introduced, including those Crusher enemies that are like, "Hi, I'm a Crusher. Fight me or die." Okay, that was bad. That was bad. Whatever, crown has been achieved. Nothing else we can really do here. Well, at least with Lanky. Oh my god, I cannot see. I cannot freaking see. Some places for whatever reason or another, it's just really, really dark. Why is it so dang dark? I have no idea. Anyway, unlike some of the other Kongs, I'm not too sure if Lanky has any sort of unique traits that only he can do. Well, other than the ability potions of which he's given throughout the course of the game, there's nothing really much else that he can do other than whatever else his basic moveset is. I think what makes him unique is the ability to stretch out his arms. Like as if he ate the freaking gum fruit from One Piece. You know what I mean, folks? Not sure why he has such a power, but he has it. Okay. Tiny, I think, has something else that she can do in here. I do know that I still need Lanky's help at another point somewhere. Another thing worth pointing out too, the later battle challenges are tougher and last longer. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. They do get tougher as the game goes on. And apparently, they also apparently last longer. I think they can last up to a maximum of 60 seconds. I could be wrong. It could last even longer than that, for all I know. Alright, gotta make this fast. If I can. Oddly enough, when Tiny is in her tiny form, using the power of the crystal coconuts, her movement speed is decreased quite substantially. Down here should be a hole that Tiny can swim through. Yep, right here. Come on. In you go. Up. Oh, dang it. Okay. I guess this is like a miniature boss gauntlet. And oddly enough, you can actually enter inside and watch as the enemies literally spawn in from existence. And another thing we're pointing out too is that so long as you're within this room and within the tiny corridors all together, for whatever reason the crystal coconut counter does not go down. It's only when you're on the outside that's when the counter goes down like normal. So once we exit out of here, the counter should start going down again. Yeah. Just like that. See what I mean? Now then, there's nothing really much else we can do in here with Tiny, but we still have a few coins we can collect as her, and we might as well take care of that now. It's a good idea to try to collect as many coins as you can throughout the entirety of the playthrough. And again, the coins themselves do not count towards 100% completion, but you still need them in order to purchase abilities, new weaponry, weapon upgrades, musical instrument upgrades, etc. Basically, for all the abilities that you can obtain in the game, you need coins for. There we go. Okay. Let's go and get out good old Lanky Kong, because he still has some stuff to do. I hit the wrong pad. Oops. Thankfully, using banana warps don't cost anything at all in order to use them. It's just a means of convenience of being able to fast travel from one location to another within a very, very time-efficient manner. Trust me, we're going to try to unlock all the banana warps in every level in every world. And that was completely redundant. Why did I say that? There we go. And back in we go. The reason why we're going back in here is now that Lanky has all of his abilities, we should now be able to finally finish up this temple. If you can even call it a temple. Well, that was not something I intended to do. Just slid just slightly too far. If you happen to be on the pad at any point, you won't lose any musical instrument energy, but the effect of the pad will not activate. In order to activate it fully, you do have to be on the pad, like in the very center of the pad, in order to use it. And upon using this pad and activating it, you should now have access to a bonus barrel, which will grant us access to a bonus game. Here we go! First minigame. Teetering Turtle Trouble. Keep the turtle spinning by feeding the snake's melons. Press A to fire a melon. Oh my god, these controls are gonna be the death of me. Aiming in this game is a bit wonky to say the least, because up aims up and down aims down. For games like this, or any shooter for that matter, it doesn't really make much sense. So, what I recommend, as far as strategies are concerned, is to just go around the circle. Go around the circle-like fashion and just keep beating the snake's melons. Oh, some of the minigames are actually harder due to no lag. Ooh. Well, I'm definitely not looking forward to those. But we'll see them as we come across them. Which we will. Trust me. The turtle spinning minigame itself is not too bad. Again, just develop a rhythm of going around in a circle and just reload after every 3 shots. And okay, that was a bit of a delayed sound effect. No idea why that was. Whatever. Let's continue. Looks like we have another little game we can play here. This time we require the power of Lanky Kong and his Grape Blaster, or Grape Shooter. Anyway, this minigame isn't really much of a minigame per se, it's more like shoot the monkey heads and find the matching ones. Funny sound effects. Stupid aiming reticle. Overly sensitive sometimes, I swear. If you happen to fail to make a match and match the proper sound effects with the monkey head, then the monkey heads will simply stop spinning. But after completing that particular match with the monkey heads, they'll continue spinning. So, this particular event here shouldn't be too hard, but it is a bit time consuming. It's a bit time consuming and can be a bit of a pain in the butt, just solely due to the fact that the aiming is incredibly sensitive on the Virtual Console. One other hint I can provide you all is that if you look at the shading of the colors of the monkey heads, that may be able to help you determine which monkey heads you need to shoot. There we go. There we go. If you run out of ammo, you can easily just go around the room and collect more ammo if you need it. And there we go. Task is completed. And thankfully, while you're doing this, the crumblings that are around the room, thankfully do not try to target you or even, disgusting noises. Despite the noises being kind of disgusting, they're also pretty dang funny. I'll be honest. They honestly are. I really like those noises. I've always liked them and I always will. There we go. One other thing worth pointing out is that Lanky Kong cannot pick up crystal coconuts yet, and he won't be able to do so for quite some time. And that's because his crystal coconut-like ability doesn't come into play until much later in the game. And if I'm being completely honest right now, I think he's going to be the very last Kong to get his crystal coconut ability. And his ability is very rarely used compared to the other Kongs in the game. I'm dead serious. It is very, very rarely used. And the reason for that is because his ability is a niche one. Very, very niche. What does that even mean? It means that it's only used in like specific situations. Like very specific. And I think there are only about 2 or 3 instances in the entire game in which Lanky Kong can use his crystal coconut ability. It's a bit of a pain in the butt if you really think about it compared to the other Kongs and the frequency of their abilities, but oh well, what can you do? While using Strong Kong, all obstacles such as the quicksand no longer affect Donkey Kong, so that's sweet. But of course, we still have to go through the next minigame, Stealthy Snoop. Sneak around the maze to the checkered flag. And you have to do so within the time limit. So, welcome to Metal Gear Donkey Kong! If you get caught within the flashlight at any point, then the minigame is an automatic failure. And the maze can be a bit complicated to go through at times. And as we play this minigame more and more often, we'll have to essentially do some trial and error in order to figure out where the heck it is we're supposed to go. But the first maze is not too bad. I agree. We won't be able to get the Lanky Kong's third ability, again, as I've mentioned before, until much, much later in the game. And we will be needing it for a certain race. And that race was already mentioned, so thank you. Okay, gonna need Diddy Kong right now, at least for a little bit. And the reason why we need him right now is to grab this banana balloon that's just floating around in here. And this is the only way Diddy Kong can even get in here to shoot the balloon. There's really no other safe option. And with that, there we go. Diddy Kong now has his banana medal for the level. So that's sweet. Now it's time to work on the others. Which will take quite a bit of effort. And also quite a bit of time as well. Thankfully though, there is still some stuff that we can do with each of the Kongs. And that thing we can do is somewhere around here, I think. Unless there's some sort of switch I still need to activate yet. Which may be the case. These camera controls, I swear. That was weird. The little jingle that normally plays when you touch the headphones didn't play. Well, it kind of did, but only for about a second. Are there Virtual Console exclusive glitches in this game? That's something I'm kind of wondering right now. Oh my god, I missed the tree by a freaking long shot. Here we go. And now, how are we gonna be going about trying to find out how it is we can access those little doors? Well, somewhere around here should be either a switch or a musical pad that we need to use in order to access them. And of course we will be needing to use Diddy Kong's ability to fly. Or with proper platforming and some very, very tricky moon jumping, we could get up here with ease. Well, if you're a speedrunner, but me, no. We need Diddy Kong. We need his ability to fly around in this jetpack in order to get up to that roof. Here we go. Another thing worth pointing out too is that as you're hovering over your Kong that you want to select, each Kong has like their own designated little song that plays as you're hovering over them. And there's like a little instrumentation that plays based on that Kong's particular musical instrument that they have. So for example, there's a guitar riff for Diddy Kong. For Donkey Kong, it's more jazzy with bongos, and it also has a jazzy vibe. There we go. And for Tiny, there's trumpets, and for Lanky, there's his instrument. Can't quite remember what it is. Is it a trombone? I think that's what it is. And for the last Kong, it's another instrument altogether. Also, what am I doing? Anyway, the next task that we have to do is, again, we need Diddy Kong's help and the power of his jetpack. And be sure to have plenty of ammo for this. Depth perception once with Chunky. Interesting. Seems like that's a problem with me too. Anyway, what you have to do here is use the pop guns, hover in place, and feed this statue. Shoot him, I believe, 4 times, and bada bing, bada boom. Task is complete. And now we can finally access these mysterious doors. But of course we kind of need to shoot them first. And there we go. There. How and why did this game not get a release on the Wii Virtual Console? You're telling me, why not the Wii Virtual Console service? Your guess is as good as mine, my friend. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm guessing it has to do with legal reasons, although I could be wrong on that. Since Rare is technically owned by Microsoft now, perhaps there's something to do with copyright and maybe some other legal shenanigans that had to get involved in this place. I mean, that had to get involved in order to... Oh, hi. How y'all doing? Anyway, as you heard just a few moments ago, we got a fanfare. That means that fanfare is signified that all Diddy Kong's bananas has been collected. All 100 of them. So that's nice. There are no more bananas for Diddy Kong now. Any other bananas that we find are just, are gonna be for the other Kongs. Can't believe I couldn't say that, but whatever. Anyway, time to grab this golden banana and make our escape. There we go. That's golden banana number 3. Oh shit! Well, that's scary. Anyway, after grabbing the golden banana, what you have to do is make your escape. You have to escape this place before time runs out. Afterwards, the targeting cursor will lock onto the Kong and will instantly kill them. No matter how much health you have, you will instantly die upon the targeting cursor locking on and hitting you. Just figure I'd throw that out there. And as a kid, that particular quote scared me. Because it screams, "Get hurt!" Either that or "Get out." I think it's supposed to say "Get out," but it sounds like "Get hurt." Oh my god, trying to readjust the camera. Camera's distance can be a bit cumbersome. Sometimes. If you guys remember correctly, there were a couple of bananas of which Lanky Kong still needs to grab around here. Okay. I think now we can access his door somewhere around here. And it's on the 2nd level. I missed. There we go. Figured I could try to access it from here. Although, knowing my luck, as soon as I reach it, the door will probably close and I'll probably have to shoot the switch again. Oh, that's interesting, because most of the time, if the targeting cursor locks onto you, you die. I'm guessing that's only the case with, like, future levels. But here, it only takes away one piece of melon. Oh my god, really? Did not mean to pull out the trumpet. Also, welcome back, Working Shawario. Welcome back to the stream. Still working on Angry Aztec. We did get quite a bit done here, so that's good to know. However, we still have quite a bit of work left to do. And once again, we still have quite a ways to go through. Hi there. Please die. Damn. Some of these balloons, unfortunately, can be really, really difficult to hit. Especially if you're not able to judge its path, its direct line of path. And you're going to be wasting quite a lot of ammo. That growl means get out. Yeah. I thought I heard that. Either that or get hurt. As I mentioned earlier. I guess one other thing. Oh, right. The thing I wanted to talk about was, for some weird reason, when it comes to certain enemies, the oranges have some homing capabilities. And hello, new minigame. What do we have? Big Bug Bash. God, this minigame blows. Swat the flies. Press A to use the swatter. And you need to do this a certain number of times. Sometimes hitting these flies are not very easy. It's not an easy thing to do, because there's a bit of a delay between throwing the net up into the air and smacking it in the ground. And as the game goes on, the flies will become faster and more difficult to hit. Oh dear. Another one of these sequences. And again, you need to get out of here as fast as humanly possible, otherwise you will get hurt and or possibly die. Welcome to bonus stage. I love that quote. Probably one of my favorite quotes in video game history. Long quotes such as, "A bomb's been planted on our ammo supply!" and "Base retreating, keep firing!" And also, "I'll bash you a proper good next time, I swear." Just saying. I guess another thing we're pointing out too is that Kongs apparently share their ammo. So whatever ammo you have left for one Kong is what you have left for another. I wanted to pull out the gun, not the instruments. Stupid. God, that's so freaking lame sometimes, I swear. Okay, that was unexpected. That totally works. I guess another thing worth pointing out is that each of the Kongs have a certain number of banana coins that are scattered throughout the entire game. And technically speaking, Donkey Kong can collect the most banana coins out of all the Kongs in the entire game. Speaking video game quotes. Yeah, that's true. Many of them, many of the Star Fox 64 quotes were implemented in Star Fox Zero. And I will say this, I'm in the local minority by saying Star Fox Zero is actually a good game. May not be the best game out there, and the controls, oh lord, they take some time to get used to. But after mastering the control scheme itself, also, why are the bombs just randomly exploding in my face? Jesus! That took way too many frickin' bombs. There we go. Whatever. Anyway, banana collected. Yeah.
Get out.
Time to get out of here, and get out of here as quickly as frickin' possible. Damn it. Stupid croc. I really hate the fact that you can't kill them unless you use either a bomb or a musical instrument. So annoying. But anyway, that's DK's little adventure done. Time for Tiny Kong. Last one who we can actually work with for right now, at least until later when we rescue the last Kong, which is Chunky Kong. Unfortunately, we won't be able to rescue him for quite some time, not until we reach Frantic Factory. Okay. Oh, nice! I had no idea that was even possible. Pull out a gun, go into first person, and slide on forward. Nice one. Okay, that's a load of bull. One other thing worth pointing out is that for some reason when you shoot your bow gun at the wall, you cannot recollect those feathers that are stuck to the wall, even if they fall back down to ground level. I mean, I know you can collect arrows in, like, say, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition or even Rise of the Tomb Raider, but why not this game? No idea. Your guess, again, is as good as mine. Oh, great. Now we have bees that can drop bombs. That's annoying. And they drop them really frequently, too. I guess in this room just holds a banana fairy, which Tiny is the only one who has access in the room. Access to. I probably could have stayed in that Tiny form and went into this other room, but I did not want to expend any more crystal coconuts than I would have to. In there, please, thanks. And nothing else is in here besides just more camo reel, which we cannot collect yet, unfortunately. But we will be able to do so soon enough. Trust me. Man, I am getting hungry. The only thing I ate today was just a couple of clementines. They're like little oranges. And they taste like them too. Speaking of oranges, I like oranges as well. Funny enough, I've only tried clementines and oranges just recently. Like in recent memory. I'm dead serious. For many years, I've not even bothered trying the fruit, at least not until now. But, hey, just another fun fact out there. Okay, time to get out of here, quickly. I swear, this guy has like the aim of a frickin' stormtrooper when the timer's counting down. But after the timer hits 0, again, he has perfect accuracy. He's like a sniper in Call of Duty World War II and Black Ops 2. Just saying, they never miss. And if they do miss, they somehow hit you on the 3rd shot. Every time. Or at least that's what happens to me. But whenever I'm using a sniper, no, that's not how it works. Instead, every shot I miss, I still can't nail the bastard no matter how many times I try. So I have to whip out my pistol in order to finish him off. So bottom line, I suck as a sniper in Call of Duty. Why is that relevant here? It honestly isn't. Sit down. There's still the matter of this tower up here. How the heck is it we're supposed to access it? I feel like there should be a pad of which Tiny can play her musical instrument on. But how do I get that to appear is anyone's guess at the moment. I just don't quite remember how. Perhaps Diddy Kong needs to hit something on the very roof of this building? It's just something I'm trying to figure out here. It's been a long time since, this is a joke, Kong. I need those blueprints, and so do you. Keep looking for them. Okay. As I was trying to say, it's been many years since I've last played Donkey Kong 64. So, please forgive me if I don't remember where everything is right off the bat. It will take some serious playtime. Rumors are being spread that if the Switch has Virtual Console games come out, GameCube games will be added. Huh. Yeah, that's what the rumor mill is right now. Those are the current rumors, and apparently from what I'm hearing as well, is that Nintendo recently came out and said that Virtual Console, it is not necessarily coming per se anytime soon, but it's going to be under a new branding umbrella, or so I hear. So Virtual Console games may actually still come to the Nintendo Switch, when Nintendo's online service gets when Nintendo's online services finally go live, and so you would have to start paying for online play, which, granted, their online services are only $20 a year, making them the cheapest out of all three of the major companies who offer paid online services. The other two being Microsoft and, of course, Sony. Okay, so there's the pad. There's the pad I was looking for. And again, I guess the only way to grab it or to activate the pad is to fly up to the roof, grab the banana, golden banana as Diddy Kong, return to the barrel, and switch out with Tiny Kong. Oh my god, seriously. Sometimes you gotta slow down. Yeah. Even with a family plan of only $35 for the entire year, it's a hell of a deal, especially if multiple family members in the house who are using your Nintendo Switch. So if you have 2 or more members, it's honestly not a bad idea and not a bad deal to go with the family plan. But since I'm the only user who plays the Nintendo Switch for the most part, unless my sister is up here for like holidays or some other special event, for the most part, it's just me who uses the Nintendo Switch. But I still have a profile made for her. What? Hold on tight, here we go! What? Again, you have to be in your tiny form in order to have Squawks give you a lift. If you try to have them lift you otherwise, then what happens is, it'll be like, oh, you need to be smaller. Oh, it's only you, Tiny. Well, if you can beat me to the bottom of my slide and collect 50 coins, I suppose you can have my golden banana. Use the analog stick to steer, push forward to speed up, pull back to slow down, press A to jump. Ready? Off we go then. This minigame right here. God, this minigame sucks. And the reason why is because there are many instances where you could fall off of here. Also, come on, turn left when I tell you to turn left. And with Virtual Console controls, that makes things even worse. So technically speaking, this minigame is now even harder than ever. Huzzah! Thankfully, a good chunk of the course does have walls. But there are parts, like right here, that do not have walls. And what's even more annoying is the Beetle's constant screaming. She constantly screams and laughs in your face. It's so annoying. But man, is it satisfying to put her in her place. It honestly is. There's no other feeling quite like it. But not only do you have to win this race, you have to collect enough coins in order to pass the minigame. And make it to the end, too. Dad damn it. And that shit happens quite often. So prepare to hear this. You're too slow. And that stupid laugh. God, that pisses me off. There's not really much you can do as far as gaining a head start is concerned, and if you run into the Beetle herself, you unfortunately drop some coins. So, not only do you have to keep ahead of her throughout the entirety of the course, you also have to... What? Someone clip that shit. I've never seen that before. Oh man, that is something else, I tell ya. Okay, let's try this again. Here we go. 3rd time's the charm, right? Let's hope so. Oh, fudge you, man. God damn it. Shut up, I know, I'm too slow. What's also worse is just falling off the course. I love doing that. just kick her in the face. Or just kick her. If you manage to do that, you can slow her down temporarily. Again, why isn't that the controls just lock up on that particular turn? Seems like that's another Virtual Console exclusive glitch. God damn it. Screw you, stupid beetle. I guess one strategy you can employ is try to collect up to 50 coins throughout the entirety of the course while still trying to stay ahead, and only slow down if you're trying to take sharp turns and when there are no walls. I mean, yeah, if there are no walls, slow the hell down. Why not make a cut prior to uploading to YouTube? Technically I can. I can actually make a clip of that happening myself and upload it as a stream highlight. That's basically how I set up these streams. Whenever I finish, I make a highlight of that stream, and usually it lasts for the entirety of the stream and just when I begin my introduction. And afterwards, the rest of the stream is unedited, for the most part. God, I hate this minigame. And we still have a couple more races like these in the future. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. One last turn and race to the finish. Oh, fuck you! Man! God, how did she get that damn speed burst? Edit with my software and then upload. That's true, I could do that too. But, again, it's just a convenience factor. Using Twitch's built-in exporting highlighter software, it still works. It works for basic editing, and that's all I really need. That's all I really need for streams for the most part. There were some instances where I did have to use my video editing software to make some cuts. And this occurred during my playthrough of Paper Mario, where I was running around trying to find all the star pieces from one flip panel to another, finding all the badges, and... okay, let's just speed through. Finally! God damn! Finally! You're better than I thought, Tiny. Here's your prize. And even if you beat her, she still makes an annoying noise. What can I say? She's the most annoying beetle in video game history. But, like I said before, though, this is not going to be the last time we're going to be racing her. We will be racing her, I believe, as Lanky Kong in a future level. And that race is even harder. Huzzah! Not looking forward to that. That's for sure. I feel like there's something else I can do now. Oh, right. There is one other thing worth mentioning, and that is, throughout the level, you will find 4 random golden bananas floating out in the wild, and you can obtain them by means of either just simply grabbing them or by playing a minigame. And the final golden banana can be attained from returning that particular Kong's blueprint within the level. And you kind of have to do this between, yep, Race the Beetle in Crystal Caves is lanky. Definitely not looking forward to that. Oh, Lord. And again, as I said, the race is even harder. Even harder than this one. Okay. After attaining the blueprint for the level, that's that Kong's 5th golden banana for the level. Here we go. I believe Lanky also has his blueprint for the level. Again, you can always check your level totals to make sure that everyone has their blueprint. Unfortunately, Donkey Kong doesn't have his yet, but he will have his soon enough. As far as when, it'll be relatively soon. So, just to be sure... Yep, Lanky has his blueprint. Diddy... apparently did not have his. I think. I could have swore I turned in the blueprint for Diddy. Perhaps I'm thinking of elsewhere. Yeah, I am actually. If you happen to grab a blueprint for a particular Kong in a different level, then they get their 5th golden banana from that level, as opposed to the level at which the blueprint is normally located at. So, since I collected Diddy Kong's blueprint back in the jungle level, I was able to turn it in here. And so I was able to grab his golden banana for that particular instance. So Diddy Kong's Crusher is still located somewhere within this level. As far as where, that's still a bit of a mystery. Oh, come on! God damn it. I know I could probably just go through the quicksand and use Strong Kong to cheat things out, but really, that's kind of a waste of crystal coconuts. At least for the moment. Yeah, that's true. And, I appreciate the insight, Jomar, but could you tone down the spoilers a little bit, please? I highly appreciate it. Thank you. Right. Okay. I was hoping to have been able to get through there with no damage. Well, that didn't quite work out the way I intended. Oh well. Another place where you can go to trade in blueprints is Snide's HQ within DK Isle. That is located elsewhere. Did Lanky collect his banana medal yet? Yes, he has. Tiny still needs to collect the remaining bananas necessary to get her blueprint. Oh, right. Door's already open. Okay. Time to go through here. This particular room, there's not really much in here for Donkey Kong per se, except for Donkey Kong's little crusher guy. And he's the only one who can reach this guy. Come on, camera. Work with me here. God damn it. I hate it when I do that. There we go. Deed is done. I love it when I'm able to just simply bypass obstacles and stuff. Cheap, yes, but it's also fun. Though it's not always fun to bypass every single obstacle in the cheapest way possible, but I'm just saying. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's nothing much else we can do here. Wow, we're like 3 hours and 20 minutes into this session already. My god. Time flies when you're having fun and making some serious progress. Anyway, you can exit out of a level very easily by means of pausing the game and select exit level. Doing so will just exit the level very easily. It'll just exit out the level and you'll return to the level entrance. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. But I'm just asking you to, you know, just tone it down a little bit. Just a little. Everything's fine here. Just as long as you don't go too far. Then everything's good. Here we go. Okay. Now you may be wondering, what was the point of selecting Tiny? Well, other than accessing that little room with her, we opened it up for later, really. And the other reason is because right now that Tiny has her little ability here, she can easily use said ability to access this special island here. This island is the Banana Fairy Island. Within this island, we'll finally gain access to one special item. And that item is none other than the camera. The camera will finally be ours for the taking. So just head in here, talk to the Banana Fairy. Oh, I just don't know what to do. There was this huge tremor recently, and it scared my Banana Fairy so much that they panicked and flew away. I'll reward anyone who manages to find them all and bring them back to me. Please help me, little one. Calm down, Miss Fairy. My friends and I will look out for them on our adventure. Oh, thank you, but I'm afraid you won't be able to simply grab them out of the air. The only way to catch banana fairies is by trapping them inside special banana skin photographs. Here, take my magical camera. It already has some film in it. To activate the camera, press and hold Z, then press C down. Take the fairy's picture by pressing B. As a sign of our friendship, I'll now teach you and your friends a secret ability. Press and hold B to power up this move, and then release the button to activate it. As well as protecting you, it can also be useful for unearthing hidden items. Unfortunately, it needs a crystal coconut to work, so use it wisely. And with that, we can now take pictures. And we need this camera in order to capture the banana fairies that are around the island. Plus, another thing too is that we can now unearth certain dirt patches. Remember the dirt patches that we've been looking at throughout the course of our adventure? Well, now we can finally unearth the reward. There we go. First try. After capturing a banana fairy, after you capture them, you will increase your camera reel capacity by 1. You will also receive a refill of all of your ammunition, oranges, and crystal coconuts. And I think they also restore your instrument energy as well, so be on the lookout for them. There are 20 banana fairies in all, so we need to be sure to collect them as we go. Now you may be wondering, what are we doing back here? Well, technically speaking, you don't have to return here at any point in the game other than just for funsies. But within this place, there is a secret little cave just over here. And over here, once we reach the end, we'll find a little dirt pile. All we need to do now is just use our newly acquired ability, unearth the earth, and boom! There we go. Hey, Tiny! That's a special coin you picked up. It gives 5 coins to each Kong. So that is sweet. Unearth those things and get 5 additional coins for not only the Kong that you get the coin with, but it also transfers to all other Kongs. So now they have 5 additional coins to work with. These things are very rare and can be pretty difficult to find. In fact, one of the dirt patches was never found until about 20 years after this game's release. When a level editor was released and they were able to dive into all the game's levels, they were able to find one additional dirt patch. So all 101% speed running records, like true 101% speed running records of all coins and everything else like that, have essentially became null and void when that discovery was found. So I figured I'd throw that out there. So now new records are being set each and every day as people run this game non-stop. Oh wow, he's even happier. I like that. So making K. Lumsy happier after returning the second key will grant us access to the next level. The next 2 levels technically, which we will be accessing within the next play session. Those levels are going to be called Frantic Factory and, of course, Gloomy Galleon. And the reason why I say next session is because I'm going to go ahead and end today's play session. We've made quite a lot of progress today, and I plan on continuing that progression and going even further into the game. This is General Snivy with the Donkey Kong 64 playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. In the next play session, we will be heading into Frantic Factory, rescue the last Kong, and progress even further into the game. So once again, thank you all so much for watching, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all then.